have to be all enthusiastic again? Oh, this is how the sausage is made, folks.
The sausage?
OatmealRaisin. Good at video games, good at streaming shit.
Joke.
I am good at everything.
Okay.
God, you're so good at everything, OatmealRaisin. I'm so proud of you.
Alright.
That's a great way to start the stream.
Alright. Last time on Monsterhearts, we went to homecoming, and there was a lot of fun homecoming times. There was music. Orville, Steve, and David won Homecoming King, and Amber Channing won Homecoming Queen, much to the dismay of Tiffany Peril and the cheer squad. And there were a lot of hookups that happened. So Orville and Vara are still dating. Cliff and Jezebel are now dating and hooked up in the back of Cliff's car. And Francis finally made a move on Molly, and they made out on the back of Molly's unicorn, and there was glitter and rainbows, and everything was beautiful and perfect and flawless. So that was homecoming night. Now it's time for school to start again, Monday of the next week. And before school, we are brought to Anaka Chuma's house, the Chuma residence, where Anaka is talking with our guest character today about some very important business. So you guys go ahead.
Hi, so this is what I need you to give them. Go ahead, and this is my contact information. Tell them that they're definitely welcome to come over. You know, just kind of play it by ear. Do what you think is right. I mean, your family's always been good, so.
All right, I'm not exactly the best at making peace, but I'll do what I can.
Well, just consider this training then. I'm pretty sure I opened the door halfway for you already. Just run with it.
Trying so hard not to laugh at Dai Katana.
You did not hold steady versus Dai Katana.
Rage.
Help me.
Alright, then.
Alright, so with that, Dai sets off on an undisclosed mission, and we go to school.
Wait, we're not done yet.
We're not done yet?
No.
Oh, right, we're not done yet.
Alright, and Francis is going to do something at school before school.
Alright, hold on. Sorry, I forgot already.
It was your idea.
I know it was my idea, but I forget my own ideas a lot.
You have a lot of ideas.
So Anaka yells to her parents, "I'm gonna go check up on our guest."
Okay, hon.
She goes upstairs into her room, into the bathroom, and pulls behind a tapestry and holds her hand on a panel, and it does this neat little scanning thing, and enters the secret elevator, which takes her down here.
As you arrive in the elevator, your assistant says, good morning, Miss Anaka.
Good morning. How is she doing?
All signs are looking good. Her vitals are okay. She is still alive. Seems to be in stasis right now.
I was really hoping to talk to her. Do you think we can wake her up a bit?
Right away, ma'am. Whatever you need. So he's gonna go over to this machine and turn some dials and play that minigame that the Tipping 40s just had to play in Under a Killing Moon that was really difficult to defeat. And so he pushes some buttons, some oxygen, and some adrenaline go in, and Lavender Thompson awakes groggily from the table that she is lying on. Where am I?
Hi. Don't worry about that right now. How are you feeling? I imagine you still feel a little groggy, but do you feel anything else? Nauseous or dizzy? Anything like that?
I don't know, nurse. Why am I in the hospital?
Well, we're working on that, and she's doing those little things like taking the flashlight and checking to see if her pupils are dilating and checking up on her in general.
Alright, she's gonna be like, I guess
Anaka turns to the guard and says, "Can you untie one of her arms, please?"
Right away, ma'am.
Okay, So, generally you're not screaming, so that's a good plus. Tie off one of her arms, too. We need to give her another injection. I just wanted you to catch up a bit. I have some bad news and some mitigating news. The bad news is that you didn't win prom queen. The mitigating news is nobody seemed to notice you were gone. So, don't worry, you didn't disappoint anybody. Pretty much life carries on without you. Now, hold on, let me get this syringe. And Anaka fills up a little syringe from over here. Now, are you still with me? Snaps her fingers by her.
She opens her eyes a little bit more as you snap your finger.
Okay, we're gonna do a nice little reflex. I see the arm is tied off. Now, what I want you to do with your free hand, rolls to hypnotize.
Right.
I want you to take this syringe and inject yourself with it.
Alright, so she's still pretty groggy, and you didn't roll above a 10 on hypnotize, so I'm gonna say that she's a little bit sloppy with the injection, versus you being able to, like, fully control what she's doing.
Well, technically it's my choice. But that's okay.
I don't know, because I don't know how that would affect, because, like, her brain is kind of messed up right now, but your brain isn't. So I'm gonna say that she's a little bit messy with the injection. She successfully does it, but, you know, it doesn't go in, you know, nicely, and so there's blood.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, wonderful. And Anaka takes the syringe back. Okay, we'll get this cleaned up. If you would go ahead and kind of, you know, clean this up a bit. And I just want a general a general understanding how she's feeling right now. Then you can go ahead and sedate her again.
Right away, ma'am. Meanwhile, Lavender is holding her arm that your assistant puts some bandages on and making painful sounds. She's like, suddenly, the readout on the machine starts spiking wildly, and she starts screaming, and she has a seizure and passes out.
You know, I was really hoping this would work. Anyway, if she dies, go ahead and have Father text me. He'll know what to say.
Right away, ma'am. As you wish.
Thank you. And she goes back up the elevator and starts getting ready for school.
Dun dun dun! Alright, now we're going to school.
What a bitch.
Now we're at school. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
It's school times.
Morning.
It's Monday morning in the wake of football get-in 2003, and you arrive in school and everything seems pretty normal, except there's a vague sense of unease over the school after the events of the homecoming game. But also, you know, the homecoming dance went really well, so that's good. There are still fake doctor's notes scattered about the school. You know, they've fallen off the walls, but they're still, like, you know, smushed up into corners and under desks and stuff like that from them circulating around the school. So, Francis, it's Monday and you have your doctor's note. Your real doctor's note.
Yep, I would have came in before school started. Turned invisible and put one up right next to where all the old.
Just one?
We'll photocopy and have a fake note next to where each old fake note used to be.
Alright, so you line the lockers of the school with your real note.
Yep.
Alright, so everyone walks into school and they see a whole bunch of notes again! Oh my god, what is it with these notes? But they are explaining that the other note was a forgery. Some people read the notes, most people don't, because they're sick and tired of this bullshit, it has nothing to do with them. And let's see, where's my cheer squad? I mean my dance team. I'm gonna put the dance team over here. Chatting.
Yikes.
And you see the dance team over at their lockers reading the notes, and you can't hear them, but you see Chevron Murphy holding a note, and with her left hand, and her right hand is just over her mouth as she reads it. And the rest of the cheer squad is like looking around to see if anyone like looking around like who could have done this.
I was invisible while I was putting up the notes, FYI.
I know. They don't actually catch you. That's their reaction to it. So you did a good job. They're really happy. Everyone is really happy. Slow clap from Kaubocks.
No, it was me cracking my knuckles.
It still sounds like a slow clap.
It sounded like a slow clap.
Snow knuckle crack from Kaubocks.
Let's see. Now let's go to Lowell since you've announced yourself.
Okay. So this is before class?
Yeah.
I would probably approach Anaka at her locker.
Okay.
So let's get all these chuckle fucks out of the way. Cliff, you get to hang out with these people.
Ah!
We're surrounded by blonde bitches once again.
Cliff should probably go over and talk to Jezebel.
Alright.
By the way, Anaka is thoroughly unimpressed with the notes. She is. If there's one in the locker, she just tosses it aside.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm like you're rummaging through your locker. I'm just gonna make this really cliche. I'm waiting on the other side of the door until you close it.
Should I roll to hold steady versus screaming?
Yeah.
Do it.
Okay,
Roll
sure.
to hold steady versus him. All right, you barely
Visibly
managed to hold
jump.
steady. Your eyes widen slightly as you notice that Lowell is there, but that's how you like your men, mysterious and confusing.
And wrapped
Jesus
in bandages.
Christ, you scared the shit out of me. And then she gives him a girl punch.
Oh, sorry about that. Actually, I wanted to apologize for the other night.
Go on.
It was rude of me.
What exactly was rude? I want you to narrow this down.
I'm sorry that I shut you down at homecoming, Anaka. It's just been a lot going on, and I haven't been in the right state of mind. And even through all of me being, just in general, a horrible person, you've always been trying to get to know me, and I realize that, and I'm really sorry. But I'd really like to make it up to you. Like, maybe after school today, maybe do you want to go out and maybe get something to eat? And I want everyone to pay attention because I'm only going to do this once. I'm going to roll hot to turn someone on.
Oh no.
I'm actually kind of interested in this roll.
Whoa!
Oh!
You flex a little as you lean against
just
the locker.
a little bit, just very subtly. Not like putting my arms over my head and like, "Rrr," just like a very subtle flex of the muscles.
You think it's subtle.
Like bounce your pecs back and forth.
This is what he does daily. You flip a grape between those pecs.
He drops a quarter. Oops, let me pick this up real quick.
With his butt
bend
cheeks.
and snap.
I love this.
Hold on,
This is great.
Hold on, let me eat this Starburst and unwrap it with my tongue. Anaka sighs and rolls her eyes and goes, "Fine, but you owe me." And then she walks away.
And I call out as you're walking away. Just like, all right, well, we'll meet up after school. and then I just kind of go about my day.
I hope that was a loud call out because she was moving pretty fast.
Yes, very.
A bellowing
Awesome.
scream.
Just echoes through the hallway.
Alright. So then Cliff Edge, you walk up to your pals, Jezebel and Matilda, who share a locker on this side of the school. So they're getting stuff out of their locker, and you walk up, and as you walk up, Matilda and Jezebel are laughing about something, and Matilda sees you walk up and goes, "Oh, hey, look at the time! I'll see you guys later!"
You'd think in a school of less than 70 students, nobody would need to share a locker.
This is a pretty big school. We just don't see everybody.
Shut up, Cliff.
Yeah.
This school only has
My
like 4
immersion.
classrooms.
Use
Hi,
your
Barry.
imagination,
You're just
shitlord.
in time.
Oh, good.
Are we like
'cause-
in like ye old 1900s
Although I guess then
schoolhouse?
again, I mean, our gyms only have 12 lockers in each locker room, so
Don't worry about it.
maybe it was just a
okay.
poorly planned out school.
Hello, hashtag power couple. Welcome.
Yeah, get on in. We're gonna do this scene real quick with Cliff and Jezebel. So, Cliff, you walk up to your girlfriend Jezebel, who you had sex with 2 days ago, and she closes, or just she's sitting there at her open locker, like organizing things, and she's like, "Oh, hi, Cliff," and she like gives you a hug, and it's kind of awkward. She doesn't know how to. She looks at you like she doesn't really know if this counts, if you're like officially boyfriend and girlfriend now.
Let's see. I'm gonna take Kaubocks' advice.
That sounds like whatever
Thank
that
you.
is a bad plan.
Alright.
Alright.
So
Exact same role.
you guys make out for a little bit in front of the locker. And so this is a healthy relationship right away.
Oh, yeah.
Are they dating
so-
or are they fuck buddies? I can't decide.
I don't know, Grasslamb, that's the point. Okay, so Jezebel pushes you away and she's like, "Oh, well, good." Look, the bell rings. She's like, "Well, I guess we should get going."
Yeah.
She's at her locker, so you need to walk away because she needs to stay at her locker. Unless you
I
like
don't know
make
where to
out for a
go.
few more minutes and then
Well.
continue and go to class. So you leave Jezebel at her locker. Meanwhile, unbeknownst to Cliff, some gingery vampire slut decides to walk up to Jezebel.
This is the best thing.
And because so Anita and Scarlet are walking down the hallway and they see Jezebel messing around in her locker, pulling a book out, and with their keen vampire senses detect that she is wearing Damien's ring. So Scarlet comes up to talk to Jezebel and says, "Oh, hey, I like your ring. How did you get it? Where'd you get it from?" And Jezebel turns around and, of course, is surprised by Scarlet being there and is a little bit shaken and is like, this was a gift." And Scarlet says, "Oh, really? Because I think I've seen one like it before. I don't know. Are you sure you don't remember where they got it from?" And Scarlet's tone is very like insistent, despite Jezebel trying to extricate herself from the situation. And Jezebel says, "No, sorry, I don't remember." And she tries to end the conversation by turning back to the locker. But in her nervousness, she pulls the book out too fast, and all this stuff falls out of the locker, including a pair of panties that Matilda has put in the locker.
What?
That is a
What?
pair of panties that they accidentally stole from Scarlet and Anita's
Oh yeah.
lair.
Accidentally.
Why
I
would you have it in
remember.
the locker?
Accidentally. And so the books and panties fall to the ground. Scarlet looks at them and gasps and looks. She a look of anger shadows Scarlet's beautiful vampire features as she stares into Jezebel's eyes. And Jezebel gasps, and they look at each other for a second, and then we're gonna cut away mysteriously.
We just hit like max anime level, I think.
We're cutting away mysteriously to Vara and Orville.
We're making out grossly in the hallway with tongues.
Not like in the side of the hallway or anything, but right in the middle of the fucking hallway.
I'm stretching my limbs out to one side to try to block as much of the hallway as I can. Like that.
So Vara's just growing a pair of malformed butterfly wings.
Always 55 feet long, we're fine.
Well, Orville, that was a pretty good makeout session we had. Whew, I'm tired.
So am I, but we still have to go to class. I kind of wish we could just not, but...
We could skip class. We could go to the makeout closet, aka the janitor's closet.
Did those pogs disappear for you guys?
Yes.
What, pogs?
Yes.
Alright, cool. Sorry, I'm trying out this new thing where I can put things on the GM layer and you guys can't see them.
Creepy. Can we go make out on the GM layer?
I think you have to open a portal to the fairy dimension first.
Ah, fuck!
We'll get Molly involved.
Orville texts Molly.
Do me a solid.
Can you open a pocket dimension so we can have sex in it? Thanks.
I
Real high school.
asked David Bowie about this. I don't think he approves.
We want to say
sure
hi
David
to Bowie.
Bowie would approve.
Yeah. We just want to say hi to Bowie, and then we want a bone. You know, no big deal.
Are you trying to threesome with David Bowie?
We'll see how things go.
Yes. Girl victory, the two-man threesome. Ultimate lady victory.
Look, at the end of the day, if the other man is Bowie, I'm just saying.
Do I have a string on Vara and Orville?
So
now we're
back on
completely off the
role-playing
fucking
Monsterhearts.
reel.
Alright, well, I guess if you're not up for the makeout closet, we should go to class then. We're getting to be a little late.
We should probably get going to... Shit, what's our next class? I can't even remember
what is our next
today.
class?
Whichever one you want, hun. You know what? We haven't been in a
don't know
while.
which one
Any other
happened.
class besides science.
Science.
Let's do Defense Against the Dark Arts, I guess.
Oh, it's too late. I'm in science.
Defense Against the Dark Arts. You walk into Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom.
Oh no, I'm in a love L shape.
You're the hinge.
Oh no!
You're the hinge of the love triangle.
You're the
we're all
hinge
going
about
to
to
that
get
next?
slammed.
We
Why the
don't
fuck
have to
not?
go.
Oh.
Does anyone really strongly want to go to another class? You can do that.
I want to
Not
hear it
really
with my
sure.
friend
I'm good.
Matilda, who's like the best character.
Alright, Matilda goes, "Hey girl!" as you sit down.
Hello.
Matilda looks around and she's like,
Someone's
"Where's J-Val?"
sitting in my seat.
Jay?
Okay, that's cool.
Jay
You know, whatever.
Weird. She was just here.
Oh, if everyone
Who's
else is here
J-Val?
as well.
She okay? I'm gonna text her. Jezebel, Molly. Jezebel Valencia, our friend.
Oh, no, I never
Valencia.
heard the nickname. Wait,
Her
Valencia.
Her nickname is, or her last name is Oranges. That's I'm glad.
It works with the orbs, doesn't it? Alright, you guys all filter into Defense Against the Dark Arts. Mr. Forsyth is giving a lecture. Cliff, you walk in and sit next to your pals, and you realize that that Jezebel is not here.
That is odd because usually she is the first one here.
Yeah, so Matilda is gonna turn back to you and say, "Hey, Cliff,
Yeah.
do you know where Jezebel went?"
No.
Maybe she's out sick.
Maybe she's just really
she's
early
here.
for tomorrow's class.
Maybe she's at the nurse's office.
I don't know, I just texted her. God, Cliff. Did you
What?
fuck her so hard she can't walk straight? What the hell, man?
Jesus!
Rude! Matilda is totally inappropriate. I
Matilda,
can't
is
help
that
it. I see a
possible?
joke. I have to make it.
I mean, is it? Molly's overthinking this
Oh,
now.
then Matilda looks at Molly and is like, oh, and she's like, oh, I'm sorry, we don't want to say this in front of innocent children like Molly. Honeydew Moonmist.
Anaka says to Molly, really, if you just stretch properly, it's not an issue.
Molly looks even more confused.
Molly, don't worry about it.
So,
Don't worry about Molly.
What is our Defense Against the Dark Arts lecture about today? Let's see here. So, Mr. Forsyth is like, oh, it's good to see everyone this morning. Let's go ahead and continue with our lesson on
The erotic tendencies of vampires.
How about incubuses?
Let's go with different types of demons and how to identify them.
No, that's not what either of us said.
And you start with, so you're going through like the 9 circles, right? And you're going through the demons that you find in each one, which includes succubus and incubi and all that stuff, but is not a class specifically centered on that.
Boner
and
demons.
we're not talking about the erotic nature of vampires. That's for sex ed.
I think we need sex ed
Oh
class.
god, let's
have a
not
very
have a
special
sex ed
episode.
class.
Oh my god, let's
Yes!
do it! Let's do the shit!
No, we're in chemistry this year. We only get 1 science a year.
I feel like I
is
would
part of
learn
gym.
so much, though.
Alright, we might have a sex ed class. But it's
Oh,
it's not a
no.
class, it's like an event that comes in and they like have a, that's what
They
they did in
preach
my school, was
abstinence
abstinence
only.
only. There was like this event that they came in and were like, hey, let's rap about staying abstinent until you get married. Yeah!
I'm sorry.
It was really bad. Okay. And now look what it did to me. I'm a grown woman role-playing teenagers making
Back to
off-color sex jokes.
Monsterhearts.
So, sex ed, good thing to have. So let's see. So he's talking about different stuff. Let's see. Let's go over to Vara and Orville here in the corner. What are you guys doing? You guys make it out in class?
No, I'm drawing dicks on Orville's notebook, but they're like dicks that have like hearts for balls.
Is it also coming hearts?
Well, that was a thing to come back to.
Not in front of the innocent baby Durp.
I ruined it.
What? Okay. Those are land to air missile defense dicks.
Pew pew.
They're love boners. The boners from my heart. They're affection erections.
Fuck you.
I think I just found a new Steam name.
Power couple.
Alright.
Orville
So-
is trying to pay attention but being distracted by the affection.
You fucking asked what I was doing, and I told you the truth.
Vera, roll hot.
No, not what are you doing in real life, Panzer? Is that what you
But she's not paying attention in general. She's just like doodling and reaching over and just like doodling stuff. Or like drawing stupid pictures of Fenris, whatever.
Alright. Meanwhile, on the other side of the classroom, Fenris is sitting next to Lowell. So as Lowell comes in and sits next to Fenris, Fenris looks over at Lowell and like nods at him to try to initiate a conversation.
I just nod back. I mean, I don't mind Fenris. He's not exactly the kind of person I would hold a conversation with.
All right. Well, Fenris is gonna
Depends on what
try
he tries
to
to
press.
talk about.
Fenris is gonna try to press the issue, and he's like, "So Friday happened, huh?"
Yes, it did.
Vara okay?
She's over there. She looks fine to me.
So you heard anything about Dick Johnson?
Haven't been in touch with the team, Fenris, because I'm not allowed to play anymore. Thank you for bringing that up.
Oh well, I mean he's your friend. You might want to talk to him. Is all. And Fenris like goes back to taking notes.
That's what I thought.
This is where I die. R.I.P. me.
Just kind of
Rest in
roll
Panzer.
my eyes, and then I just start writing notes to Anaka, like, where, with really bad handwriting, where do you want to eat? Come back.
Anaka responds, you know, it'd probably be pretty easy to get back into the game now that they're missing a player, and hands it and swings it back.
Okay, but where do you want to eat?